Hey everybody, happy December. I can't believe we're already in December. I wanted to give you guys a market update. There's a lot to talk about. I want to read a couple articles and give you guys an overall picture. There's a lot of things going on. First things first, rates are going down, or at least right now. We're currently at 7.09 or so, so very low sevens to high sixes for you good credit score holders, which is a lot lower than it has been for at least 4 consecutive weeks or more. So there's a lot of things going on. First off, December, right? Every beginning of each month, I want to give you guys a little update on what the average prices are doing and where the market's going. So average sale price sitting right under $600,000 here in Pierce County, up or down depending on which county you're looking at. Let me know if you want me to give you a exact zip code. I can do that. But we've seen a slight increase in the average sale price by about $1,000. So again, not much, but it's definitely not where we were going up, up, and up. And right here is where we were going down for several, like 9 months in a row since January. And we're beginning to see it level off. So I can provide these for you as well if you want me to. New listings, we are currently still going on the low side of things. So we are struggling with inventory, and that's why you're still seeing prices hold their prices. But at the same time, we're seeing a lot of price cuts and or canceled listings. I'm seeing a lot of canceled listings. Why? Because someone's trying to list a home, they think they can get X amount of money for it, but it ends up that the market says, no, that's not what it's worth. And the sellers are having a hard time to deal with where we are in a different market now. So all that being said, I want to divert our attention a little bit into a subject I usually don't talk much about, but I always look into, which is precious metals. Gold. Gold prices just saw an all-time high. All-time high. We're sitting at $2,086 an ounce as of right now, maybe a dollar less now, but we just saw record gold prices ever in history. Like if you would have invested into gold in the year 2000, which is only 23 years ago, it was $237 or $250 an ounce. Crazy, but how does gold have anything to do with anything? Let me read you an article here on gold prices because it does correlate on where investors think we are going. All right, let's see. So it says, I want to find the right spot for you guys. Right there. Okay. Gold hits all-time high. Where will prices go next? Right. This is an article by FX Empire. Gold record surge anticipating Federal Reserve's rate cut pivot in 2024. So investors are thinking that we're going to continue to see rate hikes, not only like right now, but all of 2024. So on Friday, gold hit an all-time high. This is Friday of $2,075 an ounce. And it's been going up since then. After the Federal Reserve officials shifted their tone, inching closer to the long-awaited pivot away from aggressive interest rate hikes to the first rate cut in early 2024. Earlier in the week, traders quickly launched onto comments by Federal Reserve Governor Christopher Waller, one of the central bank's most influential voices, signaled that interest rates were unlikely to rise further and could be cut if inflation continued to slow. According to Wall Street, conclusive evidence shows inflation has come down more rapidly than the Fed was expecting, and that means that policymakers are likely to pencil in more cuts than they were willing to in September. Okay. So, moving a little bit forward, forecasting the recession next year. So the Deutsche Bank, I'm pretty sure I butchered that, which is also forecasting a recession next year. I mean, we're in one right now, but it takes about a year before they actually announce it. Reiterated its view this week that the Fed is likely to begin to cut in the second quarter of 2024 and reduce rates by a total of 175 basis points through year end. Elsewhere, Goldman Sachs sees the first 25 basis point rate cut in the fourth quarter of 2024, followed by one cut per quarter through mid-2026. Guys, I'm not saying we're going into a crash, but every single recession that we've been in, it's always like a 2-3 year spread. If you look at 2007, 2008 crash, and we saw what we saw happen for the next consecutive years was the prices going down, down, down. Once we are officially in a recession, we have several years till the best deals come up. So if you've been waiting for this whole huge drop to just happen, then you come into a market with a $200,000 drop, it's not the way it works. So real quick, I'm gonna divert this and say, if you need to buy a house right now or sell a house, it doesn't mean you need to wait several years. Perhaps you need to make a move. So therefore you take advantage of the situation you're in. But if you are a first-time home buyer, you don't have a lot of money, and you don't have a great job, I say wait because more deals will come up eventually. Don't feel like you're gonna miss this greatest opportunity to buy because rates just went down. Rates are now expected to keep dropping. Now all of this can change in like a minute. If on mid-December, Jerome Powell, Fed chair, comes out and says, you know what, never mind. We're now not battling inflation. Inflation is, whatever he says moves the market. So if he comes out and says something completely different, then what you're going to see is a complete reversal, and we're going to see either rates stagnant or go up again. It's insane of how much the market moves depending on what the investors take from what is said from the Fed. I guess that's a big takeaway here, because gold prices just surging like that, that's kind of crazy. There's also some people who think that gold is going to hit 15,000 an ounce and whatnot. But again, I want you to look at the numbers, look at the whole economy as a whole. Don't get stuck on one article only. So another article, this is Mortgage News Daily, a great source of economical data. Another surprisingly eager bond rally suggests caution and opportunity. So a bunch of fancy words, but directional inspiration was gleaned from ISM manufacturing data, as well as a no whammy speech from Fed Chair Powell. Any additional grease on the skids would be a byproduct of traders not wanting to be caught not owning bonds today in the event next week's economic data comes in weaker than expected. If it does, it will officially be the best data-driven confirmation on the big picture of rate reversal that we've been seeking for more than a year. So if that happens, we're gonna see some positive rate stuff for the next probably couple quarters. On the other hand, caution is in order due to the obvious lead off being taken. In other words, the market is obviously positioning for a scenario where data continues missing the mark and in thus relatively poor position for an upbeat data surprise. Such a surprise could cause quite a volatile little spike in rates. And we've seen that for this whole last 9 months. We've seen a little up and down, then going crazy to 8 and then dropping to 7. We're seeing that right now. And what the caution is we may see that again. We may think that the rates are going down and boom, we go back up. So, and if you got anything out of this whole video, just know this, we don't know. We just don't know where it's going. What we do know is where it is now, and if you need to buy a house in the next several weeks, actually 11 days, I say get your house under contract and then lock in the rate if after mid-December we see rates go further down, because your lender will do a rate lock for you. And if you want more information on that, that's a lender question, but get yourself into a position of opportunity if you need to make a move. We just got a client under contract and we weren't the highest and best. It was on market too, but he got a great deal on that house. Got it for $330, and it was ridiculous on the amount of home he got for that price. It was a fixer-upper. So there's a lot of opportunities still on the market, and people might think that, oh, off-market only. A lot of off-market homes right now are foreclosure homes that need not only a gut job, but there's a lot of other issues with homes. I have a listing like that right now, so I know it. But off-market deals are also great if, for example, your agent can connect you with other clients, other listings. I'm doing that for one of my clients right now, where the home went off-market. I reached out, we talked, and we're possibly gonna write up an offer as soon as the pre-approval is in and get that house for less and get that house at a discount, and that would be phenomenal. And that's what you got to do in this market. You got to get creative. You got to look for opportunities that other people aren't looking for. Partner with an agent who knows and gets that, because long gone are the days of agents just showing up, opening up a house, and writing up an offer. That's not as simple. You got to get creative. Those agents who will make it in this market are the agents who understand where we're going and are in this full time, not just doing this as a part-time, quick couple $1,000 gig, okay? So partner yourself with a good agent, an agent who knows what they're doing, and an agent who understands where we're going day in and day out. So anyways, if you want more information, reach out to me. Hopefully this market update serves you well and provides you some insight of where we're going, where we might go, and where we are not going, if that makes sense. Until next time, thanks for watching. Comment on the video on maybe what more you want emphasis on, and I'll make sure I'll do separate videos for that as well. Until next time, hope you have a great weekend.